What's good? It's your man Ocean. We back at it. The freedom fight continues. Thank you very much for tuning in to the latest episode, seeing what we got on tap on the omnnetwork today. Like, subscribe, share my videos as soon as you come in the room. Help me get into the algorithm. Help me break it one time now. One time for your mind. Okay, if it's been documented, I ain't gonna say well documented, but it's been documented on my channel that I definitely don't F with Josiah and the Brooklyn Nets because of the way that pretty much he's a shabby man. He's a awful quote unquote owner, you know what I mean? The treatment. He really the main reason why the whole Kyrie Irving went crazy this year. We all know Kyrie already had troubles or whatever before this year, but that's my boy. But this year it was brought on mainly from the owner trying to stir up shit about the post that Kyrie made. It wouldn't have never been a big deal without the initial push from the owner, Josiah. So I don't mess with the Brooklyn Nets. But the Brooklyn Nets did get lucky in this last deal. They, with KD was going to be gone anyway, and the season was going to end up being dusted and disgusted anyway after they had a chance to sign Kyrie to a long-term deal, but they decided to go in another direction. So with that, they also decided that they was done with Kevin Durant at the same time. So a blockbuster move was made to trade, and I'm sure you know most of this, but I got to do this to get to the main point, which is Mikal Bridges. So the blockbuster trade was set up to send Kevin Durant to Phoenix in a blockbuster trade for a host of pieces that the Brooklyn Nets received. And actually the Brooklyn Nets, they actually got some very good key pieces that could help them along the lines if they could figure out some kind of way to keep these players and lock them up, and also acquire more skilled people to go with them or the superstar nature. But that's what I think they're gonna be Brooklyn Nets' problem, is they not gonna be able to attract any more superstars to come to them. But we all know that money makes the world go around, and if they could possibly wave enough money around, somebody may join them. So with that being said, one of the key pieces that they acquired was this guy right here, Mikal Bridges. And Mikal Bridges, I remember seeing Mikal Bridges at Villanova and the season that they won the championship, and I was kind of watching closely that season, and I remember watching him on the way to the championship. And Mikal Bridges had a very, very good season that year. It was Brunson, the guard that was on Dallas last year, played for New York now. Brunson was on that team also, and they had some pretty good talent on that team. But Mikal Bridges was a 3-and-D guy, and he had an excellent run going to the championship. And I said then that this guy is gonna be a good pro, and he's gonna be, a good piece for somebody to help to build around, or either to be part of somebody that someone is building that can, possibly lead to big things in the league. And he was in Phoenix, and I often wondered, but I didn't wonder because I knew why he didn't get such a big role in the offense. And that's because you got Devin Booker, who is a 30-point a night guy, basically. You know what I'm saying? He definitely got the potential to be. So we know that Devin Booker gonna get most of the shots, but I always felt like Mikal Bridges should play a bigger role in that offense, and they should have more opportunities and definitely get more shots up. And it could have served Phoenix well when he was with them, even in the finals that they lost, if they could have possibly got Mikal Bridges more involved than he was, instead of some of the other people who would, soaked up a lot of energy in that series. Then I think it would have fared well for them. But make a long story short, Mikal Bridges, now he's in Brooklyn, and he started somewhat having a breakout. He only been in Brooklyn like 6 or 7 games. I don't even know if it's been 6 or 7 games. He been in Brooklyn since the trade deadline, which was the middle of February. It's early March right now, so he ain't been in Brooklyn that long. But right now he's playing at an all-star level. Soon as he get to Brooklyn, he break out having 30 and 40 point games damn near every night. You know what I'm saying? Making big defensive stops, hitting big shots. Like tonight, I happened to tune into the game. When I tuned into the game, bro, they were playing Boston, bro. I don't even really watch this shit all the time, but tonight I tuned into the game, and when I tell you that Brooklyn was down by 28 points when I tuned in, playing against Boston, I got Boston going to the finals. So they playing against Boston. Jason Tatum having a good game, Jaylen Brown having a good game, Boston hitting all the shots, Tatum doing all the athletic amazing shit. These boys beat Brooklyn by 28 points, and I see this man right here, Mikal Bridges, decide that I ain't going out like that. He cranks up, start hitting shot after shot, basket after basket, putting the team on his back. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Like he's so capable of, like I knew he was capable of, but he, like I said, he never got his opportunity. But he decided to put the team on his back tonight, and he go off for 38 points. Make a long story short, he go off for 38 points, bring the team back, and they ended up winning by probably 10 or 11 points. So after the first quarter, they ended up beating old boy by like 40-some points, and it was basically on the back of Mikal Bridges. He held it down until the other people decided that they were going to come along with him and play with him. And, you know, he really, in my brain, solidified himself as a future all-star, also solidified himself as a person that can definitely be a championship piece for somebody. And he made himself a lot of money, not just tonight, but just the way that he been playing and the way that I feel like that since he been incremented into a more valuable role into the offense, that people are going to get a chance to see what type of player he really is. And, you know, the reason I'm making this video is because it's for me to say that whatever role you playing in your life right now, you know, you just got to start in that role, man. You got to start in that role, and you got to make sure that you're doing the best that you can do to put yourself in situations that when your opportunity arises for you to take on more responsibility and shoulder more of the load, make sure you in a position where you could do that. And this is definitely a message for myself too as well. But make sure you doing the right amount of work on your own. Make sure you having the proper amount of training, proper amount of skill and know-how, that when it's your turn, there is nobody can nothing can hold you back, that you won't be holding yourself back. So I just want to send a shout out to Mikal Bridges for not only being in the right place at the right time, but taking advantage of the opportunity when the metal hit the road. You know what I mean? So shout out to this man for having such a great game tonight. And shout out to him having a big future in the NBA. Mikal Bridges, he's a championship piece, man. It's your boy. I'm sorry, man. I'm recording this video. I should have turned the air on or something in the car when it got me hot a little bit. But anyway, it's your boy Ocean, omnnetwork. Let me know how you feel about this video. Let me know how you feel about Mikal Bridges. Let me know how you feel about Josiah and the punk ass Brooklyn Nets, all that shit. It's your boy, man, Ocean, omnnetwork. We out.